What is going on, everybody? Welcome over here to the channel. Today we kick it off with episode 19 of the Montana Cattle Ranch series. So sit back, relax, smash that like button, and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget we are doing a giveaway, information in the description below. Let's get to it. What is happening, everybody? So today we kick off the episode on May 2nd over here on the Cattle Ranch series. And I think today we are going to have a garage sale. And I talked about this last episode, and I think we're going to get rid of a lot of this equipment we don't use and get the equipment that we do want and that we are going to use. And I made another decision that we're going to keep the potato harvester, keep the potato planter, because we will continue to do potatoes, because I switched everything over to this silo, and we are able to make TMR with using our mineral feed. And so that way it's not a waste, and we're actually able to do something with it. So I was using the other one, but I just decided to switch everything over to here. I brought all the mineral feed over and begin to make some TMR out of it. So we've got 475,000 liters. I almost used up all our hay. We only got 49,000 liters and 208,000 liters of silage. And then what I did is I ended up filling up the rest of the dairy cow barn with TMR. We filled up the sheep's barn with hay. And then I did the same thing to the Angus cattle pasture. Now, all this equipment here, we're going to end up with quite a big chunk of money. But we are going to spend some of it. And how I'm going to do this is we're going to sell all this off, then buy the equipment that we want, and then depending on how much we have left, I'm going to take that and I will buy a field with it. And so that way we are not able to use that money towards the loan. We still have to work off the loan, period. So I kind of think that's the fair way to go about it and do it. I'd like to know what you guys think, but I think that's going to be the best option for this series. Besides, there's a lot of this equipment that I absolutely do not need. Like, for one, we need a bigger trailer to load up all our goods. If you've seen, I think it was a few episodes ago, after winter break, we ended up with a ton of wool, and I could barely fit it on this trailer. This flatbed trailer, I was going to use to haul straw, but we need shredded straw anyway for these barns, so it's kind of useless. I purchased a grass roller, but we're able to produce liquid fertilizer, and we don't really need it. Plus, that way it gives me another reason to use the liquid fertilizer. The straw blower, same thing. We're able to get it out of our silo. The TMR mixer, obviously. The Krone mower, we're going to replace with the MacDon and the header. Our planter, we're going to go ahead and replace and get the John Deere DB120. It's a 48 row. It's absolutely massive. And then our roller and weeder, because the John Deere seeder, it also counts as a roller. But according to some information, and we can actually check that out really quick. If we go over here to this grass field, okay, this field has technically been rolled, and we're sitting at expected yield of 87, 87%, and then our yield potential is 89%. But if I jump over to field 7, we're at 88 expected yield and 89% yield potential. So, and we did not roll this field. So, it's looking like the roller doesn't actually help. What helps is what type of soil you're planting in. And again, shout out to my guy. He helped me out a ton on this. But one question that I do have is, how do we get that expected yield and yield potential up to 100%? What am I missing, if anybody knows? Like, why can't we get that up to 100%? It seems like most of the fields are that way. So it's a little confusing. But if you do know, please comment down below. But anyway, let's get on to selling all this extra equipment. And so I took a screenshot, so we're at $114,000 in our bank account, and that's what I want to be left over with by the time we're done. I did not want to do that. It tried to sell the land and not the equipment. And we are going to lose a little bit of money off of this. That's okay. Quick grabbing. Why am I having issues with this? I don't want to click the land. I want to click the equipment. Please and thank you. I can get all this. I may have to move some of this back to be able to grab it. Ooh, we lost a lot on that Kinsey planter. We may not be coming out that far ahead on this deal by the time we buy all the equipment. And don't mind me, I'm just using super strength really quick to move this stuff to be able to sell it. I could have went in the menu, but there's so much to go through to try to find what I'm looking for that I think that would just be a problem. So let's go ahead and pull this forward. And I even considered selling the next, but right now I think I'm going to hold on to it. Mixed for a good field trailer. Or semi, I should say. So, okay, after selling everything off, we're left with $891,000. Now, if I'm still hurting for money, I'm going to go ahead and sell the Big Bud. Because we don't really have a use for it. I was using the other Big Bud, this one, the 650/50, to go ahead and be my mulching tractor. But it's kind of looking like mulching doesn't help either with precision farming on. So, I don't know. If we're hurting for money, I am going to go ahead and sell it off by the time we're done purchasing everything we're going to get here. So, first thing I want to pick up is we want a new semi. And I'm either going to pick this Peterbilt up, so that can haul 9.7 tons, or it weighs 9.7 tons. Okay. Now we're going to go with this. We're going to build our own custom truck here. Alright, let us go ahead and let's see what this thing all deck murdered out looks like. That looks kind of slick though. I like that. With that white frame, I think that looks sharp. So we are going to pick that up. And I think that's going to be the hardest thing that we have to purchase. Just because there's so much detail that goes into that. So let us get the next most expensive thing on our list. Or technically it's the most expensive, I think. And that is this planter right here. And this thing is absolutely massive. But we're going to need it down the road, especially with the bigger fields that we plan on doing. Working speed, I will do that standard. We will do the smart boxes. Do I need a work light? Wait, that puts the... Wait a second. Sure, we'll put that on. That's cool. And then we'll put the GPS on. That's $365,000 on its own. So we got $421,000 to play with. I wanted to pick up a... Here we go. We're going to get the MacDon. Go with the bigger engine setup. Gotta run some Michelins on this thing. And then we will pick up our header. I think I'm going to actually have to sell that tractor. I am going to up the working speed on this, though. There we go. Yeah, we only have 144,000. I feel like we didn't get much out of this. I mean, we did, but we got rid of so much more equipment. And then I still wanted to purchase a trailer. And what else did I want to get here? Let's look in the trailers really quick. I want something that... Oh yeah, I remember what we need. We need a side tipping trailer. Do we go with the 40-foot flatbed? Or do we do... We could do one of these. Nah. We are going to pick this up. Especially once we get a ton of wool, we're going to need it. Do that. Throw some Michelins on it. Quad tires. Trailer hitch. I do have a gooseneck. Nah, we'll do that. I will go stainable deck. I think the black and the brown goes pretty sharp with this trailer. I mean, actually, we're back to where we started. So I may not even sell the big bud. Let's find a trailer that will side tip. And then I think we will call that good. Now, off the top of my head, I don't think there's any other item or machinery we need after this. Okay, I think we're going to go with this trailer here. It looks like the door opens up from this side and we'll be able to dump from at least the back for sure, maybe the side. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't work, we sell it off and buy a different one. But this is actually going to hurt my bank account a little bit, but that's okay. I actually kind of want to test this out right away. Ooh, that put me down to 68,000. Okay, we have got everything sorted out after that. I had to put some stuff away just so I could actually, like, get the other trailers over here. But now we have to figure out how we want to park this. I think this will go in the same spot our other seater was. And I parked the semi over here as well. Wow, this seater is absolutely massive. But it looks awesome though. There we go. Let's drop that. And then the other trailer can sit there for now. What I really want to give a try to is the side loading trailer. And let's see if I actually wasted my money on it. There's a good probability of that. But it looks like it will tip from that side. I'm crossing my fingers here. Well, let's hope that it does work that way. Okay, okay. Beautiful. Let's go. That is exactly what we needed. That will work perfect over here on the farm. I was very concerned that this wasn't going to work out and everything that I just did was for nothing, so to speak, with this trailer. But I'm getting too excited here and not paying attention to my driving. Typical. Now, I don't think I need that other trailer now either. I think I can sell this other one off. Now that we actually purchased a trailer that will work for our needs, I think we will sell this one off. And that'll recoup at least a little bit of my money that I had to throw in on this trailer. There we go. I'm happy. We finally have the equipment that we need on the farm, and we're not sitting on a bunch of equipment we're never going to use. I think that is a bonus in our book. But I know this was definitely a way different episode than we're used to, but I thought it was important to add this into the series, because otherwise it would be like, oh, where'd he get this, or how'd he get that, or where'd all this go? I figured this was the best way to do it. And I apologize because it was different and it was pretty much just moving equipment, but it needed to be done. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please smash that like button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. And maybe hit that sub. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.